what's up you guys? This is Haley here from Should You Buy, and today I'm going to be talking to you about what Amazon Turk is and the pros and cons of that. Let's just jump in. Amazon Turk is pretty much a micro gig website that is hosted or associated or whatever you want to call it through Amazon. Anyone can join this site. And you pretty much do micro gigs for some money on that site, without going into like huge detail of what micro gigs are and all this other jazz. So let's just jump in and get started on this video, because I'm trying to keep these videos short and sweet for you guys. So, we like to keep it positive here, sometimes. So we're gonna be starting out with the pros of Amazon Turk. The first pro is it is an easy setup. It only takes about 48 hours for you to get approved, and you have to, before you get approved for Amazon Turk, you have to get an Amazon Payments account, which you just pretty much sign up, Google Amazon Payments, sign up with an email you have. It doesn't have to be like an Amazon account email, like your Amazon Prime or whatever. It can be a different email. Sign up with them, get that started, and then sign up for Amazon Turk, because you'll be denied if you don't have an Amazon Payments account. But that, if you do all of that, generally takes about 48 hours for you to be approved, so about 2 days. Sometimes it can take more and sometimes it can take less, but on average it's 2 days, and it's easy to do. So that is the first pro. The second pro is you can work from anywhere with an internet connection. So you can work from your house, you can work from work, you can work from school if you're in between classes, coffee shop if your train or you're traveling has Wi-Fi on it. As long as you have a Wi-Fi connection on your computer, you can do these gigs. Now you cannot do any gigs on a mobile device, so you can't do it like on your iPhone or your Android. I can't do it on my iPad. I'm not for sure about other Windows tablets, because now half their tablets are just full-blown computers anyways, but I'm pretty sure you have to at least have a keyboard to do this. I don't know, but they pretty much say you have to be on a full-blown computer to do any of these gigs. A third one is the flexibility of this site. You don't have a minimum to cash out. You do not have a maximum to cash out. You do not have a minimum or maximum amount of time that you can spend on there. Any given day, you don't have a minimum or a maximum of how many gigs, G-I-G-S, not like the gigabyte, how many gigs or time or jobs that you can do on there. And you don't have like a certain, like you have to do every single day or every other day or something, and you can work whenever you want to. So if you're just bored sitting on the couch watching Fuller House like everybody has been these last couple weeks, I finished it in one day, then you can just essentially do these kind of little gigs while you're sitting there watching. So you can do it from anywhere. It's pretty much on your own time that you can do these. Like number 4 is there's not a lit that I have. I don't know why I was repeating myself, but there's not a limit on how many that you can do. Number 5 is there's not a lot of skill involved. If it does involve a skill, then you have to take a qualification test through the company. You can hit, it'll be like, why am I not qualified? It says you must be approved through this test. You can hit that button, take the test, and if the company approves your qualification, then you can go through and do their gigs that qualify those tests. One thing is, the ones that do have a qualification test that you have to be approved for do pay a lot more money. So if you do see one that does a qualification test, take as many qualification tests as possible and get verified for those, because you will make more money. So those are the 5 pros, well, five pros that I have for Amazon Turk. Then of course we got to get to the negative as well here. We're going to be talking about the 5 cons. The first one is the payment is not very high. These gigs, usually the bottom level gigs that there are a lot of, run anywhere from 1 to 6 cents. And the gig can take anywhere from 20 to 60 seconds to do. So if you're making 6 cents a minute, that's only $3 an hour. And that's if you're working like around the clock on these. So you're not really gonna make minimum wage on these lower cost ones, but like I said before, you can find some higher ones if you do get qualified for those. Most of the time the higher cost ones are transcribing audio, because that is something everyone hates to do, and there's not really been a program invented for that just yet that people can just run through. So that is one. If you don't mind transcribing audio, usually they have transcribing 3 hours of audio. I think they will pay you, I believe, like $150 for. And transcribing about 3 hours of audio will take about 9 hours of work. So if you don't mind putting a full day's work into transcribing some audio, you can make anywhere from $100 to $150, which is pretty good. That's more than minimum wage. But it does get tedious. I hate transcribing audio just like everyone else. But you can find some higher ones, like doing websites, etc. But the lower of the low ones that are just like crunching in numbers don't pay that much, and you will not make that much either. Another con is it will not replace your day job. You can, if you work really, really hard, or you don't mind doing a lot of grunt work, then you're not going to make enough money to replace your day job. So I suggest not doing that after watching this video. Do not tell your boss. I watched someone on YouTube and she said I can make money on Amazon Turk, so I'm quitting. Please do not do that. Number 3 is there's not a lot of room for potential or growth. If you do more gigs or jobs, that doesn't mean you're going to qualify for higher ones. It's free for all for everyone as long as you're qualified. So it kind of gets a little stale. The 4th one that I have, which isn't really the fault of us, it's the fault of the people putting them on there, is on Amazon Turk. There is a lot of questionable opportunities. That means that a business is putting something on there for personal gain and not for business research or helping the business part. So if they pay you to review their website, they pay you $1, and you review their website just so that you give them like a 5-star, or you review a product on Amazon for them to give them 5 stars, they're doing it more to make themselves look good, and they're not doing it more to help their business go out. That's not something that is your fault, but a lot of people do that, and it kind of can make the company look bad, and it can make Amazon Turk look bad as well. But that's just a heads up for that. But thank you so much for watching the pros and cons of Amazon Turk. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave those down below. Also, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, join the savings army, never pay retail again. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!